because we believe domestic violence is an extremely important issue worldwide, in Kazakhstan and in the United States, of course we thought it was important to do something on domestic violence. So I think how this will be translated here will be a result of the interaction between the participants. Obviously we're not here to mandate a certain approach. We will work between the two partners. However, I think because we do have some experience in this area for several decades now, I think we do have something to share, and we hope that it will benefit Kazakhstan. As I understand, and I don't think statistics are very clear, but as I understand, through the whole world during the time of the pandemic, domestic violence has become a more serious problem. Well, there's different models, and it depends on the individual case. But our experience is that sometimes working apart and then working together, especially if the couple would like to reunite, are both strategies to use. It really depends on the circumstances. Anytime we can help a family get over the domestic violence, which is a horrible, horrible thing, especially for the children, then I think it's a success.
We have, through the embassy, a number of funding opportunities for applicants from Kazakhstan, the United States, organizations that might want to address various issues. In this case, we had an open call to the public asking for applications, and we received a proposal from Kazakhstan Aieldery, and they had already identified domestic violence as an issue that they wanted to address through training psychologists and other experts. And so through the proposal, they had already found a U.S. partner with whom they thought they could develop a project that would work well in Kazakhstan. It was rather a proposal from a Kazakhstani organization finding a partner in the United States and saying, we have this shared issue and experience, so let's partner and see what best practices we can get, how we can adapt some things locally. And so they've actually developed these great resources in Russian and Kazakh that are going to be shared, including some of the practices from the United States, as well as, I believe, experts locally as well. It was such a timely topic, and experts across Kazakhstan found out about it. There was so much demand. I think in the end, they had somewhere over around 400 participants, which is a huge increase from what had been anticipated. We are aware of the trainings that happened early on with the U.S. experts, and my understanding is they trained local experts from, I believe, crisis centers, psychologists, counselors, who then, employing the train-the-trainer model, these experts who already had an understanding, they gain some additional, in-depth knowledge or a view of other practices or ways to integrate into their work. And then they are working in their communities and sharing, not just using what they're doing in their work, but I think they're also training some others. So in the beginning, with the American organization, the Domestic Abuse Project, the training was largely virtual, but since then, in addition to the virtual training, there have been trainings in a couple cities in Kazakhstan. But one of the benefits of the pandemic over the last year is that the online connectivity has enabled participation from across Kazakhstan, which has been a hidden benefit. One of the things that I think this project was looking at is including some of the school counselors, because there's several. You have the perpetrator of the violence, you have the victim of the violence, and then you might have secondary, like the children who may be witnessing. And so I do think the holistic approach that this project attempts to get is to ensure that you're looking at the various different sides, and it's not just one person responsible for addressing the issue, but there's a lot of different actors who have a role to play in supporting.